your turn to...
Oh, is it for me?
Consider yourself fired.
Why are you winking at me?
Consider yourself fired.
Hello, and welcome to the JT and Drew Show. I'm JT.
And I'm Drew.
And we're two nobodies talking about nothing.
Consider yourself fired.
Did you hear that?
No, what was it? Wait, did you hear that?
No, what was it?
Okay, I'm a little spooked.
A little bit. What's going on?
I don't know, but I don't like it. Well, I kind of like it, but I don't like it. I can't get in here anymore, guys. Get me out. Get out while you can. JD is doing some real sketchy stuff in here.
I don't know about that. Someone keeps touching me.
Oh, golly, keep your hands to yourself, man.
Jeez.
Goose.
Hey. Well, welcome back to the show, bud.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
It's, we made it. We made it to spooky season.
We sure did. I was not sure if we were going to, and here we sit.
Here we sit, and a joy to have you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, of course. So, in the spirit of All Hallows Eve, what do you guys got planned?
Oh, the huge. Gonna get some Kama sushi.
Oh.
No, just kidding. No, we're probably going to be getting involved with the trunk or treat up at the church.
Yeah, that's going to be happening this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We usually have a pretty good turnout, and the kids all have a good time. And it's a lot of hard work, but it pays off. So we're excited about that.
Well, that's good. You slamming any kids in the trunk this year?
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
Anyways, see, that's always my fear with trunk or treat is, you go to a place and people trick or treat, quote unquote trick or treat, in a parking lot. And what's to say somebody's like, hey kids, look in my trunk, and bam, and boom, they're gone,
True. However, we try to make it as safe as possible. And where we're at right now, we don't really do the whole trunk or treat necessarily. I guess I should have called it more of like a fall festival.
Well, look at you being politically correct.
Hey. And we've got, vetted volunteers that are helping out. We've got safety and security teams on the grounds, making sure that doesn't happen, and making sure that, if you came with these kids, you leave with these kids, and all that good stuff, and try to keep it as safe and fun for the family as possible.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. What about you guys? What are y'all up to?
Yeah, we're probably not going to do anything.
Oh, no?
No, we're probably going to see if they still trick-or-treat these days. Hit up some houses, get some Rolexes, just the usual.
The usual. I like it.
I was planning on getting some candy, but since we're in spooky season and nobody comes out to the property because I'm sure they don't want to get hit by claymores.
True.
We usually just venture off into town and get other people's candies.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have that problem too. Nobody comes out to the property. Mainly because I don't turn the light on. Well, actually, I lied. So I'm cursed.
Oh,
my porch light is motion activated.
Yeah, you are.
So I can't turn that one off, or if I can, I don't know the heck how to.
Okay, is it like battery operated or?
Dude, I don't know. It's been that way since I've lived here, and it's never gone out. And none of the switches there, go to that light.
I bet it's a switch in your attic.
It could be. There is a switch up there that I flip, and it does nothing. It's probably turned the porch light on and off.
It probably is. And, the ghost that you have up there who tempers with your AC unit probably flips it on.
Don't get me started on that. You remember that summer?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was hot.
Yeah, it was.
But when you sit there and you hear, like in the background,
Dude, you did that and my lights flickered.
well, I'm just speaking her language.
Oh, scary. What about your little one? Are y'all dressing her up this year?
Yeah. I think she's gonna be a pumpkin.
Oh,
I'm not 100%, but I heard something about she got an outfit or something and it was a pumpkin, and I was like, oh, okay, so it might not be a Halloween outfit, it might be a night outfit. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, either way.
Gotta be a man.
What are you gonna be?
I was going to be a disgruntled secretary.
So you're gonna be yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. I plan on being a Mario.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are growing out the stash for that. Looking good.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Who's gonna be your Luigi?
Well, apparently Luigi's gonna be an angry secretary this year. I'm sorry, disgruntled.
Disgruntled, yes.
Yeah. Yikes.
Gotta earn that DMDV.
That's what I'm talking about. Speaking of talking about,
Yeah.
what was it like growing up for you? Trick-or-treating, spooky season. Like, did you guys decorate or go out, or were you more of the, I'll answer the door when people come by, or what was it like?
Well, early on, it was very, you went out with the folks and probably did it for, maybe an hour or so just around the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And then people would come to the door. You would turn the light on and people would come to the door and you put candy in the other kids' bags. And it didn't last very long, but as you got older, my parents stopped passing out candy. And I remember one time my dad and I were watching the Three Stooges, and somebody came and rang the doorbell, and I remember my dad going, "The light's off, go away." But it's very vague, and I'm sure he didn't say that, but I remember him saying something like that, or along the lines of.
Sure.
But no, I think one time, and I know this is not politically correct, but one time I went as I only know them as midgets, but I'm sure it's little people now. But I
yes.
got a really huge shirt, and I put the shirt over my knees, and I walked around the neighborhood like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that today.
No, yeah, definitely couldn't. Well, I have bad knees, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Golly. Yeah, I'd say we pretty much had the same experience. As you were younger, go out in the neighborhood. You had your mandatory glow stick, because those were real popular.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
I guess you were. Can I say it on the? Yeah. Okay. I guess you were white enough.
No, it wasn't.
Really? You were
Yeah.
darker.
Well, we just couldn't afford the glow stick.
No, I meant like skin tone.
Oh. Yeah, no, we couldn't afford the glow stick.
But yeah, so we went trick-or-treating around the neighborhood and whatnot. Came back to the house, handed out candy. Did that for a little while. We were never the ones that would put out the bowl of candy, because the bigger kids would come, and within a couple of groups of those, the candy's all gone.
Yeah, or just the one group.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, we had fun with it. I remember being real young, and our parents, and I'm sure parents hopefully still do it today, but inspecting the candy. We had, I don't remember what year it was. We were real young, but maybe you remember. People were putting stuff in the candy or in the candy apples. They were putting like razor blades and all kinds of stuff that were hurting kids,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I remember the razor blades.
Yeah, so it was a real, I guess not like a real scare, but it was, okay, hey, we're going to check this stuff out, make sure it's good, and then you can have it.
Okay. I remember my parents checking the candy as well, but it was more of like a tax.
Oh, yeah, the candy tax is real.
Yep, candy tax is real, and it lives on to this day. I did it with my two oldest.
It sure does.
And the
you
little
make
ones
sure they
fixing to
know.
learn.
You need to make sure they know that I collect tax as well.
It's not just state; it's federal as well.
Yes, I will make a visit for that.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yes, sir. But yeah, good times all around. I've always enjoyed spooky season. At least here where we live in Texas. That's kind of the benchmark for, hey, it's getting a little bit cooler outside. It feels more fallish. The trees are less alive.
Yeah, but not really. Around that time, it wasn't really changing colors just yet.
No, yeah, they didn't go from green to brown yet. But
no, yeah, we never really got pretty colors though, like the yellows and the oranges and
no. I mean, the Metroplex has a little bit more of a color change, I guess.
Yeah, the inner cities.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just remember, okay, hey, this is kind of the kickoff to the season of where long sleeves are going to come and pants and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I remember. And it's funny that you say that, because when we were up in Alaska, the kickoff to the cooler season was August. September is when the rainy season came.
Uh-huh.
And then it just dipped in October. And kids would be out trick-or-treating even if it had snowed. But they would be wearing like the snowsuits, and then you'd be like, "Oh, what are you this year?" And if they didn't have a mask or something, then they would quickly take off their snowsuit. They'd show you, and then they'd zip it all right back up. It was the funniest thing, because I had never experienced that being from here.
So they're still dressing up.
Yeah, they're still dressing up and still enjoying it. But yeah,
That's
they
good.
definitely covered. So
Yeah, got to adapt to your surroundings.
You do, yeah. It was funny. There was one little girl. She couldn't have been more than 3 or 4. And she had this neon green snowsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a wand. And I was like, "Oh, are you a little princess?" And she goes, "No, I'm a fairy." And I'm like, well, I couldn't tell.
All right, Eskimo fairy.
So
I was a couple of years ago. I did a trunk or treat at one of the local churches, and I was helping, volunteering, helping them set up and stuff, and run games or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And I wore it was like a onesie that I got from Walmart.
Okay.
But it was a Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah.
And I got it from the adult section, so it wasn't like I was trying to fit all this in a schmedium kids or anything.
Right.
And dude, I kid you not, I was pretty popular with
pretty good.
with the people our age. And
Okay.
there were some people, "Oh, you're a big Pooh." And then they would laugh at their own jokes and, "Oh, can we get a picture with you?" Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty neat time.
Did you walk around going, "I'm just here looking for some honey"?
No, I didn't.
Oh, man. You got to play the part, man.
Yeah, I got to work on that.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite Halloween movie to play during this season?
Ooh, that's a tough one. One of my favorite classic ones, I don't know if it really classifies as Halloween, but I really like Edward Scissorhands.
Okay, yeah. That is more of a Christmas movie, but...
Yeah, it just, the character is creepy.
Yeah.
Against my wife's better judgment, with all things Tim Burton, I do like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Which,
that's
again,
a good one.
a Christmas movie, but still Halloween Town,
Yeah.
I was never really a big fan of the Halloween series with Michael Myers, the the murderer.
Yeah.
I mean, I could watch him, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I gotta see this.
Yeah. Well, you're better than I am. I can't even watch them.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite?
I stick with the classic Hocus Pocus, because that's about as scary as I get.
Good choice.
Yeah. But more into, and I don't like this holiday whatsoever, but more of the Christmas movies I like. So, but I don't like Christmas at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, bah humbug.
Bah humbug to you, my friend.
Mm-hmm. But I do like the movies.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus is good. I heard they're coming out with a sequel.
Yeah, it's going to come out later on this month. I believe, don't quote me on it, but I believe it's going to be 29 or 30 October.
Okay.
It should come out. And it's going to have the Sanderson sisters, the original three.
Yep.
And looking at the trailer, I was like, oh, they got old quick. But, you know, of course, I had just watched Hocus Pocus, and they were still young.
You know what that means.
That means we're old.
Yeah.
Golly.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a classic for sure.
Definitely. But the way they come back is pretty interesting. I'm not gonna spoil it on here. So make sure you watch it. If you like going to movie theaters, I don't think it'll be there. So I believe I saw it said it was going to come out on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
But it may be in theaters.
Okay, yeah, something to look forward to.
Of course.
Yeah, what's your favorite Halloween treat, if you have one?
I really like candy corn. And I know that's like not a lot of people's favorite, but I like candy corn.
Whatever lives under your bed, you deserve it to touch you tonight, because that's gross.
May it take you. No, yeah, I do. I like candy corn and...
Do you like the little candy corn pumpkins? I mean, I guess they all taste the same. Oh, they don't?
Yeah, they do taste... No, they do taste the same, but no, that's too much.
Okay.
So, even though I can take like a handful of candy corn and throw it in my mouth.
I used to, when I was probably your youngest's age. Well, probably a little older than that. But as I got older, I don't know, it's just way too sweet for me.
Yeah, it's very sweet. You can take it. That's why I can only do it around this time.
I like the chocolate dipped pretzels or pretzel sticks or whatever they are. But you get the sweet of the chocolate and then you get the salty bitterness of the pretzel. Great combination.
That's a year-round thing, bud. Where you been?
Yeah, but I had one of my mom's old coworkers and friends would do them in the fall. Halloween especially, and she would do like a chocolate mold of like ghosts and pumpkins or whatever that she would dip them in. Mm-hmm. So on one end, I'm smoking a pretzel cigar, and then I get to bite the other end with the chocolate and whatnot, and it's a good time.
There you go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said smoking, and I was like, oh, Lord, here we go.
Oh, he's talking about himself smoking.
Calm down, ladies. He's married.
Yes, he is. But yeah. Did you ever play with dry ice? When I say play, I mean that loosely because obviously that's not recommended.
Right. Yeah. Don't play with dry ice, kids. I did. I think we did like once or twice growing up, but never like, oh hey, we gotta do this every year kind of a thing. And my dad was like, hey, it's dry ice. Threw it in water, and I was like, oh, it's movie fog. And he goes, no.
And that was the end of that.
Yeah, that was my hopes and dreams of being an actor smashed.
But hey, now you have a voice for radio, and it's paying off.
Well, I've always been told that I've got a face for radio, so I hope the voice matches the face.
Yes.
Cold-blooded.
Oh, girdle. Oh, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to chat a little bit about spooky season with me.
Yeah, of course. It's always fun to come on here and get touched when I don't want to.
You signed a contract.
I didn't read it, so it is null and void to me.
Fair enough.
That's how that works, right?
I'm really not even sure, so I'll just have to take your word for it. Your interpretation is as good as HR's, and we don't have an HR, so there you go.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, well, all right, man. Well, you stay safe out there.
Yes, I will. Somebody please help.
As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/jtdrewshow.